For the next 100 days, I'll be defeating all the gyms and the Elite Four, while catching rare, shiny and a bunch of legendary Pokemon on the way. Sit down, relax and enjoy day 10 to 20 in Cobbleverse. And we're back in the gym where we left off. First thing I did was go back to the village. Just as I got there, I saw a Mankey on the minimap and thought it would be a good addition to the team, so I decided to battle it and make it easier to catch. And it went perfectly well. After getting my whole team destroyed, I threw a great ball at it. And easy as that, I caught it. As I pulled Mankey out, I realized it was level 31, which meant it was ready to evolve. But sadly, being level 31 also means we can't use it as it's above the level cap. And since we play by the rules, I put it in my PC. If you didn't know, the level cap in Cobbleverse is 30 after defeating the first gym. I went over to the gym again to see what items we needed to buy the map to the second gym. And as you can see, to craft the cerulean star, we'll have to find a water stone. A short moment later, I spotted a familiar face on the map, and it was an Eevee. And a quick battle later, I caught it and pulled it out. I tried to give the new Eevee a Thunderstone. I'm pretty sure I'm just dumb, but I couldn't get it to evolve. Anyways, running a little further, I saw an Aron inside a cave. Digging into the mountain, I found the Aron. And after hitting it, I threw a Pokeball at it. And easy as that, we now have a full team. As I dug up to the surface again, the sun was up and it was now day 12. I kept on running, looking for either a village or a nice place to call home, when I ran into a trainer, and how could I say no to a fight? I defeated her without any issues. And right after I ran into another trainer that I also battled, but I didn't have any good Pokemon or moves against this Wigglytuff, and I embarrassingly had to flee from the battle. A short walk later I found a huge village. And of course I had to steal all the loot I could find. The village had a huge building in the middle, and inside there were different NPCs selling a bunch of different goods, but nothing of use right now. And I continued on stealing the rest of the loot in the village. And after finding some XP, I gave it to my Pokemon, and they were now pretty decent level, and I continued my quest for finding a vetted base location. Running for a long time, I finally found something, but it was just a shipwreck with not much inside. Running for even longer, I finally found it. Grabbing some wood and making a crafting table. Then crafting a few chests and filling them up with all the stuff I'd found. I had to make even more chests and also filled them up. I finally placed down my waystone and officially found my base location. I also placed down my PC and 2 furnaces. Then I gave my Psyduck a Mystic Water to boost its moves that I found while stealing loot. Now was a pretty good time to go mining. I swam over and found a cave that I decided to explore since we had a severe shortage on all ores. Finding a weird hole in the cave, I dug down and found diamonds. Jumping down, I found a lot more ores. Suddenly, I spotted something. A legendary. A Verisian. I had to catch it. I threw everything at it. But I clearly didn't like that, as out of nowhere it decided to attack me. And I had to run away. With no good Pokeballs left, I decided to give it one last shot, since it wasn't angry anymore. And... yes. With a regular slate ball, no damage dealt, I caught a Verisian. Of course, a level 55 legendary Pokemon is way over the level cap, and I put it inside the PC again. Mining further, I found just what we needed for the next gym. A water stone. Then found a level 18 Ghastly that I decided to battle and catch. I replaced Sentret with our newly caught Ghastly, and then decided to head to the surface. Ran back towards the base as the sun rose on day 14. And I had gotten a total of 51 diamonds from the mining trip, and also everything I needed to craft a healing machine, which I placed down, but I had to wait a little as it had no power. I then crafted myself some diamond tools, as well as diamond armor. I gave Ghastly the XP share, and changed moves on all my Pokemon. I quickly gathered some seagrass, and it was finally time to craft the Cerulean Star to get the map for the second gym. I went back to the first gym to trade with the map villager and bought the map. Going home, I realized I needed to prepare and level up if I wanted to beat the gym. So I started battling. While battling, I found a town nearby. I spotted a Dragapult, but I sadly couldn't catch it. Day 15 was now here as the sun rose. And I continued to battle trainers. I took a quick break to catch an Eevee. And after defeating trainers all day, I wanted to find myself an electric type Pokemon. While running, I found a shiny Meowth that I caught. I had run all the way into day 16 without finding anything, and I decided to call it at that and return home with a Waystone. I didn't find any electric types, but I stumbled upon a Teddiursa that I wanted to catch. And out with Eevee, in with Teddiursa. I continued leveling my Pokemon into the night, when all of a sudden Ghastly leveled up to level 25, which meant it could evolve into Haunter. After I gave Teddiursa the XP share, I realized I could evolve Haunter into Gengar using the link cable I found earlier. Right after I found Elekid, who I decided to catch as it evolves into a decent electric type. Out with Psyduck and in with Elekid. I decided to craft a peat block as it's needed for Teddiursa's final evolution, but need mud for that, so I went exploring to find a biome with mud. 2 seconds into the exploration, I found this little guy, a Gibble, and caught it at level 25, which meant it could evolve. I also found a Ditto that I caught. Before returning home, healing and continuing the exploration, and finding a shiny Pachirisu. As I found an ocean biome, I realized the gym was nearby, and what do you know? I found it. Heading inside, I was ready. Ferrogato against Horsey. Ferrogato used Seed Bomb, but Horsey healed. Ferrogato hit with a quick attack and then a Seed Bomb to finish the fight without taking damage. Next was Starmie, who hit hard with Psyshock but was one-shotted by Ferrogato. Next was Goldeen, and also one-shotted. And next Psyduck, also one-shotted. Well, that was easy. I got the second badge and the TM Gold. Healed my Pokemon and went to the jungle nearby, where I found a shiny. Caught the shiny Krabby. Then found a Pampur, which I think is rare, and then caught it. I stumbled upon a future gym. I thought it was the fairy gym, so I put down a waypoint. I then found another shiny, a Zigzagoon, that I caught. And then started exploring the ocean into day 19. Really, I just wanted to find a new water Pokemon and maybe a town with a Waystone that I could steal. And luckily, I found a town and stole all the loot I could find. While looting, I found a Rowlet, and since it's a starter Pokemon, I decided to try and catch it. And yeah, it fainted. Anyways, I decided now was probably a good time to head home, since I wanted to be there for day 20. And as I got home, I sorted my inventory and put the loot inside the chests, and of course use the XP candy I found. And it was officially day 20. That's it for this time. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll be continuing this series very soon.